What's up, everybody? Welcome to my kind of funny up-and-comers bid video on Friday, February 7th, 2020. I'm hopefully your future host, Jordan Deeb, a.k.a. Greg will let you give me a nickname. A.k.a. Greg will let you give me two nicknames. Today's topics include who am I, why I should be your vote for up-and-comer, what makes me a natural fit for the kind of funny crew, and more, because this is my dream. I hope to be a voice on the show you listen to each and every weekday on a variety of platforms. I hope to bring you the nerdy video game news you need to know about. On twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames, ChristerTeeth.com, or listening on podcast services around the globe. So now, let me begin my bid with what is and forever will be the Roper Report. Time for some news. 4 items on the Roper Report. A baker's dozen. I did that all alone. So the first item on my Roper Report is, who am I? I bet you're all wondering that. Who the heck is this guy? So let me introduce myself. My name is Jordan Deeb. I'm 24 years old. I'm a gamer, law student, nerd, and a kind of funny best friend. I used to follow Greg when he was still with IGN. I used to follow specifically his PlayStation character in a way. It was a confidence boost that I needed because I was the only kid in my school with a PS3 when everyone else had a 360. I followed Greg through his sickness as well and was relieved when I found out that he beat it. Shortly after that is when I kind of fell off the wagon and following gaming news. I didn't really follow Greg anymore or really any gaming journal. This all changed this past May, however. I was having a really bad day, and I wanted just to go on a drive and get my mind off of what was bothering me. And because E3 was coming up, I figured I would listen to a video game podcast. While looking for one to listen to, I went, I wonder what Greg Miller's up to these days. And that's how I discovered Kinda Funny, specifically Kinda Funny Games Daily. Since that day in May, I have not missed an episode of KFGD or Gamescast since. And this past fall, I became a bronze member on Patreon, something I've never done for any person who I watch on the internet. About me outside of my games, though. Like I said, I'm a law student. I'm currently living in Boston, actually, to go to school. Some of my non-gaming or nerd hobbies include cooking, which also means eating, stand-up comedy, musical theater, American history, and politics. As for my more nerdy hobbies, I'm a huge fan of Pokemon. I'm playing through Pokemon Shield right now, and this past week I actually started a thread on the Kinda Funny Facebook asking people what their favorite Pokemon is, and I got some amazing answers. I love comics. My favorite superheroes are Spider-Man and Nightwing. And as for some of my favorite games, I love the Infamous series, the Uncharted series, Marvel's Spider-Man, the Arkham games, The Last of Us. I even dabbled in No Man's Sky this past year. And this upcoming year, I'm looking forward to Final Fantasy VII Remake, Cyberpunk 2077, and Marvel's Avengers, which to me actually looks really good, so please don't fight me on this. So now that you know about me, what makes me a good fit for the Kinda Funny Up-and-Comers program? That brings me to the second item on my Roper Report, content-related reasons I would be a good fit to win the Up-and-Comers program. I have so many opinions, so many views. Typical ones, controversial ones, good takes, bad takes, hot takes, cold takes, red takes, blue takes. Regardless of the opinion I have, they're all strong and possibly unique and probably a little bit polarizing. For example, I agree with Blessing and Barrett that Donkey Kong 64 needs a remaster or port onto the Switch. If you disagree with me, you're just wrong. I'm sorry, but I don't make the rules. However, I disagree with Fran, Imran, Blessing, and Tim that Double Dash was not a good Mario Kart game. I think it's a really good one. Probably better than Super Mario Kart, and I really haven't played 64, but Double Dash was my first experience, and I love it. And I really don't notice the small differences, but it means something special to me. Speaking of that, my gaming history is very varied. My first home console was an N64 and a PS1. I had them around the same time. I was so young that I never experienced some of the classics like Final Fantasy VII, Super Mario 64, Ocarina of Time, Twisted Metal, the original Metal Gear Solids. So I played a lot of things that someone my age at the time would notice. Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Puzzle League, the PS1 Spider-Man game, Rugrats video games, Power Ranger video games. I did play GoldenEye, though, because I'm not a complete imbecile. Throughout the years, I've definitely missed out on some amazing games that I would love to go back and play. But if I was to go into the entire history of games I didn't play, this video would be a day long. Another reason why I think I provide good content as an up-and-comer is because I'm a natural public speaker, performer, storyteller, whatever word you choose to use. Like I said before, acting has been a hobby of mine for about 11 years now. And while I've never been formally trained, and I'm not going to go act like I'm incredible at it, I have learned a lot, and I have a good presence behind a camera and microphone. And public speaking comes naturally to me every time I need to do a school presentation, or even I've taught kids at camp, and it always just comes naturally once I know what I want to say. It's actually come so naturally to me that since middle school, I've wanted to make some sort of YouTube channel, whether it be sketches or gaming content, but I never wanted to do it alone, and I never found someone to do it with me. It was always just a middle school pipe dream in a way. However, last year, for a bit, me and my best friend started a Twitch channel together. Our production value was low. We had no lighting at first, an average mic, just kind of was streaming off the PS4, but little by little we got better mics, better lighting, we learned how to use Twitch and OBS, and it was fun and interesting and worth it, and I learned a lot during it. And you can actually look at our old videos at twitch.tv/orphangamers or on youtube.com/orphangamers. I'm not sure how many of our videos are up there, but give us a look. The experience was fun, and it was something I wish to do more. But it's hard to do with school. Actually, it's near impossible to do in school now that I've moved to a new city. So me and her are starting on a podcast, and I will keep the Kinda Funny Best Friends updated as those podcasts begin to go up. The last reason why I think my content would be interesting is I bring a unique, fresh perspective to the table. Like Imran and Blessing, I am a person of color. My parents are Middle Eastern immigrants, specifically Jordanian and Palestinian. My entire life, I have been privileged enough to experience two cultures at once between home and school. I've gotten 2 points of view. I've gotten everything doubled in a way, which is amazing. And I believe that if I was paired up with Blessing or Imran, or hell, even both, we could each bring a unique point of view to the table. Gaming to me has always been a sanctuary, because it's a place where I don't have to be labeled as anything, really. Not that I'm ashamed of being labeled as Middle Eastern, but it's just fun to go without one for a while. And it's been an escape. Gaming as an escape was actually a point I made when I was writing my college application essays back in high school. I had a whole paragraph on how gaming became very therapeutic to me when I started using it as a way to cope with the fact that I had Crohn's disease. And gaming was an escape for me because I did not have to be someone that was always sick. I got to be someone different. So I would love to share that with the Kinda Funny community, who have been nothing but wonderful since I joined. Third item on the Roper Report. I would be great for the Up-and-Comers Week because I get along with anyone and can talk about anything. Guys, I know you like the MCU. Let me join in. I have a lot of MCU content I want to get out of me. Guys, I know you did Star Wars in review. I really want to talk about Star Wars with Gary Whitta if he's there that week. Blessing and Barrett, I'll back you guys up as being the younger guy on the crew. Tim, you want to talk about Pokemon or Power Rangers? I'm your guy. Nick, do you not want to talk about gaming really because you feel like you don't really fully understand it? It's fine. Most people in my life don't understand it, so I'm used to talking to old men like you. I'm just kidding. KFAF for Streamies. Hashtag Greg sucks. So let's all crack a White Claw together and get to talking. And those are all the reasons that I think I should be your Kinda Funny up-and-comer, which brings me to the final and last story on my Roper Report, my gimmick. I have seen other up-and-comers do amazing things. MC Fisher did an entire song and rap. The person who does all the Kinda Funny GIFs made his whole video one giant GIF edit. I don't have the software nor the talent to do all that. So I'm going to do what I do best. Get people to know me. My little gimmick for my Kinda Funny up-and-comer bid is going to be a Q&A. This Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 5 p.m. Pacific Time, I'm going to be doing a Q&A on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/orphangamers. This is a chance for anyone in the Kinda Funny community to come along and ask me anything they want to know about me. Games I've liked, games I've played, games I've disliked, games I didn't play. You can even ask a little bit about me personally, and the topic doesn't always have to be nerdy or game related. This is a chance for you to get to know me, and hopefully I can get your vote as the kind of funny up-and-comer. I hope to win. It's going to be a pleasure to serve you.